Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are finally trying this bounce craziness that is taking over the ladder. And this deck placed second in the tournament in Atlanta that I think had nearly 1,500 players. This took the second top spot, and guess what hit the first one? It was Gruul Aggro, alright? And this is a very interesting take on Dimir that is using all the synergies with Fear of Isolation, bouncing Aether Nowhere to Run or Hopeless Nightmare, or even Stormchaser's talent, while also, pumping those others to oblivion. And Kaito, of course, together with Curiosity, are taking over the game in the value. This town ain't big enough, as always, proving to be absolutely incredible card that basically draws you cards, removes creatures, it basically does everything you need it to be. So this deck will be tested in best of one today, and oh boy, this deck has so many possibilities. I think you will like it. And before we start, of course, our absolute legend for today is none other than Garrett Lubov, our good friend of the channel and a true master of interesting decks. So really thank you for support, man, and also appreciate all the strategy discussions on Patreon and trying to make and tweak our decks so they are even cooler. So that's always a fun read. So this deck is for you. I hope you will like it. And with that being said, let's go to the ladder and have some magic in our lives. Alright, we're going first. We have some Nightmares, and they will be absolutely crucial for our strategy because we need this card advantage as soon as possible. We also would love to go for Kaito, but we'll see. We don't have right now a card for it. They discarded Picnic Ruiner, which means that their hand is pretty decent. Pretty decent. I have to play this, right? We could go for Nowhere, but I think this is a little bit better. Like, also, if we do untap land, we can do some crazy magic. We can double play on the next turn or just go Kaito. But we have a lot of value in this hand because we can use Kaito to bounce Fear of Isolation. I mean, it's kinda working. They might kill Kaito with this and pump. Will they ever win if we keep hitting their hand? I really want to keep this, to be honest. They cannot get it to above through. Well, they can Tiver stand, I guess. If we go Kaito, we can do so much here. Alright, let's go. No fear, just pure aggro. I really think this is the best play. And we can also probably, I think, draw cards. And that means that we have a little bit better next turn. We kinda have the land, but I want untapped one, to be honest. Those are decent cards. They have protection, so the tap isn't as good as normally. I really think we want a land. Okay, this is actually okay. It's not flying, but it's a good bounce spell, and this gives us also an option to draw another land after Kaito attack, maybe? We'll see. I think they should go with the Slickshot, but the problem is that they, however much power Slickshot has, it has one hit. So if they waste it on Kaito, that can be often like 5 to 10 damage that you are saving on face. Burst Lightning, perfect counter, that it still hits a lot of cards. So this is as good as it gets for them, and it still might not be enough. However, we need to see it. Oh, this is nice. This is so nice. So we go with the... Okay, with this draw, I think this should be one game. How do we do it? Do we know where to run into Fear? They cannot burst us on 4 cards, right? I think. What is the other play? Hopeless Nightmare into Talent, into Nowhere to Run? I really like it. Alright, I really like this play. It also forces them to make a guess before they know our play fully. Burst Lightning. Well, you might want it. You might want it, my friend. And now we have Nowhere to Run they never seen, and we can also pump this during their turn. Which Swift Spear will always win this duel, basically, but you force them to waste resources, and when they are out, this deck just isn't good at all. Like, their only power is those pump spells. Alright? And now they kinda need to go a little bit all in. So we will lose this Otter if we block. They can give all the buffs to Swift Spear, and then Slickshot gets the natural buff with the rest. That's pretty good for them. I still think it's worth it. It will make it way more messy, and we have enough value, I think, to fight for, just by sheer amount of cards. Alright. I think this is kinda okay. We will nowhere to run the Swift Spear on the next turn. This won't be able to kill us. Like, it has 2 little stats. Huh. Our opponent is playing very well. Green mana. Tyvar stand will pump for +1 and give indestructible. I don't think there is a card. There might be, but probably they don't have it. I think we can kill Slickshot. And I'm not trying to kill this because they will pump it. Like, thanks to prowess, it grows toughness way easier than Slickshot. That's one of the weaknesses of Slickshot. This is okay, good play by them, but unfortunately we have to play like this. Is it until end of the next turn? Yep, so they can kill 1 creature. That's something we need to keep in mind. We'll probably go with the Reef. I think this is the... Well, this will be a good trade for them, but it will cost them the turn as well. I think it's super important that we kill the Swift Spear, because they might not have more creatures, which means their whole game plan just fully fizzles. If they go for our fear, we lose less than them. And now we can go with the Reef, so when we untap we have a natural blocker with Death Touch, so it will be already way harder for them to attack, which means that we can play Enduring Curiosity when they are scared of Reef, and we get a free creature and new cards. So I really like this game plan. And we just go with the Cat or the Reef, depending on how they will play. So us losing this is way less problem than them losing this. They cannot play the game without those creatures. We can just do a lot of stuff. See, they cannot really attack, they have nothing, and now we can go with Curiosity. And now every creature we'll get is extremely threatening. Yep, let's attack. And we always have the Reef. If that's a land, we can play the Siren. Oh, we already can play the Siren. So Kaito is not worth it. Like, it's better to have Curiosity because it can do way more stuff. Oh, they did it. Oh, they did it in the wrong moment. So basically when you don't block, you already enable those shenanigans, so your opponent cannot target the creature. And they kinda wasted a turn here. No hexproof, but we don't need it. So what do we go for? Surveil, because we need instant removal and creatures. Fear of Isolation is amazing. I don't think we need the Siren. We just need a lot of creatures, so we can just win the game easily. And honestly, we will go with this. Cutting their card is way better than the Siren, I think, here. Because they have extreme synergy between the cards, so every card less means like half the power. And as you can see, it also deals damage. And that's how you sweep some mono red, with double color splashed. Alright, our opponent is going first, we got used to it. And it's green. Man, the fast lands in this deck are amazing. Let's go with the talent, because we have so many like non-creature spells. So this has way higher stats than this usually. Even though we don't have those cards yet, we will get them at some point. And we can use Fear of Isolation to get basically a new altar. Authority, so it's Celestial Control with Overlords, Beanstalk and Sunfalls probably. And that's my guess. And I don't think they have Lockdown. So this is the reason I went with this play. And this is basically a little bit more power packed, because we can pump the talent. We also use talent to pump this. Siren doesn't pump the altars. What is the... Oh, yep. Everything predicted. And next turn can already be a Sunfall, which is never great. Let's go with the talent, and we go with the Drowner. Of course they will life gain a little bit, but we prevent... basically we negate it with the Otter buff. Alright, let's go. 4 damage. Not the best, not the worst. And we can use this to basically protect the whole board except the tokens. The Tapland. So Sunfall is not yet here. What does it mean? I think we play the Drowner, we keep this town ain't big enough, and we try to protect our board. The token will be annoying though. Oh, they... Everyone just plays the talent, bro. Everyone. Right, this is interesting. So they are trying to fight for the board. And that's probably the turn, right? Yep. Let's go with the Drowner. We have still 2 turns before the Overlord flips. This will be a problem, but we have enough flyers, maybe. I wonder if they play counter spells. Generally, I don't. Maybe 3 steps ahead, but I think usually they don't. Our opponent is really tanking on something. So, oh my god, so they can't... This might just be this super like quick Otter deck with just authority for all the aggro decks. I didn't expect it, but it might be the case. Alright, we will probably attack here. But at the same time we can go like this. They want to bounce. Wait. Let's get the right mana. Nope. Blue and black. I mean, let's go like this. And we can get the fast land, right? We go with this, we bounce the Otter, we play the Otter, and we use nowhere to run on the next turn. And we play this, of course. Or you know, maybe we just go a little bit more then. Yeah, I like this play even more. Because then we can pump those Otters and also make our next turn a little bit better. If they're fighting for the board, I will add to the board. And normally I would expect a Sunfall, but maybe it's not here, or maybe we have a bit more time before it hits, or maybe they have it. But generally when you play this kind of deck, you should not have Sunfalls. Here's the Up the Beanstalk, extremely powerful draw. I think this is a new draw from this turn, because the card is so amazing. If they had it before, they instantly would play it. Here's the talent, and the Otter is being pumped, but it cannot attack. Alright, I mean this is okay. Surprisingly okay. Right, I can remove this, or I can... Oh, this is nice. We can discount Envy Canal, get rid of this, and then nowhere to run. But I want Curiosity. Man, if we can draw those cards, I want to check the priority. There's no priority. Okay, let's go. If we play Curiosity into this, we can basically cycle the whole board into new cards. They will have this, but we'll get all the new answers. Let's go. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. And getting 4 new cards is insane. Alright, let's go, let's go. This will give them the problem of solving this board, and then we have the full new board. We also should get land, so we should smooth out the experience a little bit more. We don't need this one. A little bit too many lands for my taste, but we'll take it. At least we got this card, which is amazing. Alright, they should not play Sunfall, right? Here's the Otter, just drawing casually. What, 4 new cards? I mean, why not? Why not? And they went completely on Cardo? I think they might believe too much into the Overlord. Bro, I think with this we won. I think they have nothing. We have basics, so Verge is always better. Let's go. We want to pump everything as much as possible. We also don't want to play creatures, because we are going for the Leafa on this turn. And they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing. And you can see how this deck can completely disassemble every defense. By the way, we are doing 5 cards on top of all of this. This deck just wasn't quick enough for us. Alright guys, we are going second. Our opponent is helloing. Alright. Here you go my friend. And of course we go with the talent. Let's set up the talent, because I want to have something to bounce that is nice. Also, the Otter grows faster than the Siren most of the time. We can always use the map token on the next turn if we don't draw anything. So our opponent is already slate of handing. Alright, is it? Not what I would expect. Extremely bad draw. We already have this, so it kinda is, you know, non-relevant at all. I think we kinda have to go with this. We also want 2 creatures here. It seems that they have something, in all honesty. So if we... Okay, I think we go like this. I know we might miss 1 damage, but I think they have Torched the Tower or something like this. Burst Lightning, exactly. And thanks to this play, we actually gained 1 damage instead of losing 1 damage. So I think it's okay. Playing Kaito will be a bit of a problem. Alright, what is the mana? Nope, Spire. They cannot go for the mainland. But they can go for the Artist talent. But they only have blue mana. Alright, that means Kaito is on the board. Alright. So 4 or 5 loyalty, this is the question. Unfortunately, we will lose the Otter if we go for this play, which is... That's the only downside of going with the Siren. Hmm. I think it's still worth it. I think it's still worth it. We can always get more otters later. This is unfortunate draw. If we had it earlier, we could do this play a bit easier, but it's still worth it. We are getting the card, we are dealing some damage. Yeah, let's go. They will be pretty deadly. Oh my god, I'll be honest, this draw is so bad. Second Kaito is nice. Okay, this is the type of draw we wanted. We just want to have a huge board. So now we force them to deal with Kaito. They have 1 red mana, which means that it might be a challenge to deal 4 damage. Unless they play another red land, and then they need to use 2 cards probably. Or 1 perfect one. We'll see, we'll see. So we are kind of messy and slow on the opening. Drawing double curiosity is not how you want to start the game. Basically, this is your end game, not early game. They didn't like the tome, and this is the tap land. So, all right, they went. Okay, they gave us an extra turn. This is pretty huge, in all honesty. I think we go Sanctuary. And I mean, let's go with curiosity, right? What can go wrong? It's also pretty hard to kill. Now the question, do we want to really go for the damage? I honestly really like this play. I really like this play. I think we have enough cards. Let's go. It also makes killing Kaito a little bit harder. I think they can still do it, but they don't have the last chapter. And on the next turn we'll go white probably. Because we already have the setup. They kinda need Torch the Tower to exile Curiosity. And there's some red sorcerer speed stuff that also exiles, but not everyone plays it. And they don't seem to be playing it as well. Alright, 1 mana discount, so they can still make a play. They can still make a play. Alright, so they cycled basically 3 cards, I would assume, right? Because they will discard something that kills Curiosity, but we still get the power. And it's only against creatures. And that's why we keep pumping Kaito. I think we pump again, by the way. And we still draw cards. And the Hexproof is pretty relevant. 3 mana open. Because they have a discount from this. Alright, let's go for... honestly, the Painland, because they deal they do no pressure. Let's pump. We want the sweet damage. Man, basically we doubled Kaito's damage already. Close to. Alright, alright, and I think we played this, this, and this. Something like this, but let's attack first and see what happens. We are not going for the Sanctuary yet. This will be our final play, we are not stopping yet. Alright, I'll take my damage. Man, this is also 6 loyalty, so even with level 3, it actually will take 2 cards to kill this. And we of course draw for free, because why wouldn't we? Alright. This is something we play on the last moment, so I think we go Siren into Fear of Isolation, right? That's the play. And we keep them up for later. Yeah, I kinda like this play. We get the talent, I think. And we do not play it. And I think that's it. They will probably cycle something at the end step. And I want to have some flash speed, so we can, you know, ambush them. So this is the turn. They prepared all game for this turn. This will be something huge, and let's see if we can survive it. Their sweepers do not hit, don't hit planeswalkers. So they need dedicate whatever. Alright. That's a good start, definitely, but it taps all their red mana, so they want probably to draw a mountain here. Do they have level 3? No, so it's actually 3 damage only. But they might have another, but then they cannot play it. Opt is fine. We really care about this red mana. Because the Brotherhood's End, even with discount, still drains basically most of your red mana, so it's very hard to double spell them. Alright, they actually got it. That's huge for them. And that could decide game a little bit. Oh, they... What? I think they didn't have a burn spell for Kaito, and that means good game because it kills them. We have nice mana at least here, because we can open with blue mana, which is nice. Let's see the priority. No priority. Good to know. Good to know. Let's go with the Siren. Alright. Nowhere to run might be absolutely massive for this matchup. We'll see. Green. Alright. Alright. I definitely need to play this. Let's attack and see what... Man, they have literally no instance here. They actually have no instance. Do we go with this? I think we do. Let's go. It's not the best value in the world, but it's a 2-3 for 2 mana, and it gives us play for the next turn as well. Well, not really, because we have to play Tapland, right? Oh, the dino! Oh, okay. I never expected this. Alright, that's very different. We will play the land. We could draw a land with this, to be honest. But if we miss... I mean, if we miss, we just play the Siren. Alright, I'm going for it. We want to hit a land here. Of course. Of course it's not a land. Alright, Shuffler, you got your stuff. And so we have to play like this. We swing. Not sure if we can raise them, but there is a chance we can. So we will take 6 damage probably. I don't think I will block with the Siren. Obviously missing lands is not perfect for us. But maybe we can raise them. We're equal, but they have bigger creatures, of course. And what can we do now? Probably the talent. And let's swing for 4. We could go for the fear and take more damage, but we probably want to bounce something here. We'll see. I will try to get some interaction going. I could see this being a little bit... Oh, they already are attacking. You know what? That's fine. Because now we can go this into... I think this is the best one. It also pumps the creature, but it doesn't matter. They might protect it, but it will cost them their only green mana. So it's not as easy as they, would love it to be. Alright, they have it, but it was a pain land. It was a pain land. 13 damage. Can we kill them on the next turn? With this draw, probably not, to be honest. I can pump by 2 and kill some blockers. So this can be 3, 4, 7. 7. That's not enough. So I guess we have to go like this then. Not exactly what I wanted, but it is what it is, You need some good draws sometimes. Do you think we'll hit ever? I will try. If we don't, at least we deal some extra damage, right? Bro, we'll never hit it. I tell you, we'll literally never hit this. Alright, so we swing. And I think we need to double block. And that might still give us a win, because we have 2 blockers for 2 Hammer Skulls, and they honestly need to hit us with both, kinda. But we'll see, maybe they have some combat tricks, maybe they give trample, maybe they have some hasters, we'll see. They have ways to do stuff. But they need to go around 2 blockers, right? Normal dinosaurs, like this worded, ramp thing for 4 mana doesn't work anymore because they die. So they cannot play it. They cannot play the Hatcher, which is 5 mana and gives everything haste. So, are you serious? I mean, yeah, sure, just random sweeper, I guess. Well, that was as literally perfect as humanly possible, and we're also mana screwed twice. Bro, this draw is something else. You know what? I'll take it, because we are doing cards and we have removal for all the red decks, because you know that they will keep happening. And we can go with the Nightmare for starters. This kinda hurts them a little bit, unless they got flooded, then they can ignore the first one. But with nowhere to run, I hope we can make some difference. Of course, on the draw, there is a chance you won't be able to kill it in time. Slick Shot. Oh man, their hand must be so stacked. Of course, it's always bad to be on the draw against this kind of synergy, because even if you have the perfect answer, bro, like it's 2 mana, it's extremely slow. So this is probably the only thing that will lose them the game. Normally this wins games. However, if you have this specific card, it actually is a game-losing play. And let's take our win, because now they also need to discard again, and they risk everything. And this card alone doesn't pump to 4 toughness. So now they are extreme disadvantage, and that was the whole game. Just 2 tier 1 decks fighting against each other based on on single removal. Oh boy, this is such a bad hand, I'll be honest. Not a single creature. Only Kaito on the draw with 0 creatures. Like, I think it's actually unplayable. I think we have to Mulligan. Like, there's no way we are winning with it. So it's between Curiosity and the land. We can play the whole game out of 2 lands. And draw Curiosity maybe? It feels like it should be a land, I'll be honest. I think this is better, because I know it's long time since we go to Curiosity, But if we get there, I really hope for some creatures on the offensive, bro. Like, I really hope for it. So basically, at some point you will draw those 2 lands, and then you completely recover with the value if you can set up the early game. But we'll see, we'll see. What are the colors of the choice? Alright. Listen, I will go with it. We could try to absolutely gamble on having fear of... but no, we have to get back the land. It's such a bad deal. Alright, so I have this. Is that Omniscience deck? It feels like it. Wow, more thank you, Shaffer. Oh my god, this is such a bad draw already. I might as well... No, we just give them the target, it makes no sense. I think we will have to hardcast Kaito on empty board. Oh my god, like... Oh, the game is so in not our favor. We are after the mulligan as well. But we have removal, so when they go for Omniscience, I mean we can remove it instantly, right? I hoped for a land, I'll be honest. Oh my god, this draw is absolutely awful. Worst draw of my life. But it's fine. Okay, I need to... But no. Even if I would hit it, we wouldn't work for it. Let's go like this. They can counter it, whatever. We got some extra value. Like, we need to keep playing stuff so they can finally start tapping out the riddle. And it's not Tom. Alright, so they probably are trying to hit the Awakening into Omniscience. Yep, here's the Awakening. And they took a card. And they didn't take Awakening, so it means that it was second Awakening or Omniscience. And they had in the hand the missing piece. Right, so how do we do it? I think we keep the card down. I think we go with the fear. When we attack, I fear that they will bounce it before... Alright, no blockers. Alright, good. I fear that they will cast it before we go to blockers, which means that they get the discount, but we do not. Like, we can ninjutsu them. This gives me a bit of hope. This is not a spell, you cannot counter it. And now we can decide, either we pump for extra damage. They can blast zone, by the way. 1, 2, but it's 4 mana, so they cannot do it, it's too slow. We can either pump it, or just go for the land for the next turn. This might cost us a lot, but I think it's Surveil. I really need those lands, and please, Kaito, like 2 is really enough, like Shaffer, like please. And we keep this for the cut down, so when they awakening we can kill the Omniscience instantly. Alright, they're searching their truth. Honestly, it's not looking amazing for us. They will go for the combo and they will probably hit it very quickly. We will kill Omniscience, and this will be our response to them casting Atraxa and drawing 7 new cards, which means that next turn they also Omniscience. So this could be a problem, but maybe we can stop it for a moment. We probably need this town ain't big enough. Here it comes. And this is oh, that means we can kill it. That was the play. This is why we're... Oh, but they have everything for free. They can bounce it, right? It gets this... What? Oh, they cannot, because obviously it will be a deck the enchantment for 10 mana. They don't really want it. Alright, I mean, it's kinda working. So, we play the land. Alright guys, this might be our chance. I think we pump. We could also try to stun it. Bro, we actually managed to do it. They made the combo, and it was weak enough that we disassembled it anyway. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the games, and we'll do something we've never done on this channel. We'll make outro concise and short. I know, crazy. You know the deck, you know the drill, so honestly, even though this is a best of 3 list, it seems to be working for best of 1 just because of how incredibly cheap your stuff is. Like, half the deck is like at 1 mana, and the rest of the deck is supposed to, you know, bounce it so you can replay 1 mana play. That makes the deck very efficient, and with Hopeless Nightmares, you can actually attack your opponent's hand surprisingly nicely, which means you can get them to 0 cards faster than with other decks. Kaito and Curiosity velocity are of course extremely amazing. And before we finish the video and wrap everything up, a huge thank you to our amazing patrons for supporting us all the way through all this time. Really thank you guys, it is appreciated. And yeah, I mean, what more to say? This deck ranked second with so many players around, so there has to be something. And you probably seen this type of gameplay on the ladder, so yeah, it's still better than Monored on the play, huh? So I hope you enjoy it, and see you guys tomorrow.